Warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. Yard line.
On the double. Mark 55. Come on. You better break.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Joe out.
Check 99. Check 99.
You ain't going nowhere.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Come on, set. 15 lining. 15 lining.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
61, matchbox, light. Right. Get it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Slam, slam. Protein spill.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Time to go, night. Check. He's checking.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Let's go. 5 on. He's coming. Double up.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones.
It's right.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Flip it.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Here we go.
They run on second down with Adams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. Blue ready.
Check flag 47. Here we go. Check three. Check three. Check three.
Check three. Check three. Check.
On third down, it's Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Saints take over.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
23 yards, the final tally.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Back to throw now on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All day, every day, any day. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Squeeze.
Check three. Hey, alert three.
Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Ready to break.
55. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Look at me. Score. Ready.
There he goes inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, dude. Here I come.
Hey, team 6. Hey.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Go. 55. Yes, yes.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Wait. Check nine. Under crunch. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 20.
And they try to sweep to Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. This is Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Here we go. Jam.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And some room to work. Jones breaking from the contact. A gain there of 30 big ones. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Wait. Easy.
Jones. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's
The
go.
last run got 6, now second and 4.
Mike 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam. Slam.
Screen, triple team.
Here's Adams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 280.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Sunday.
Check. He's coming. He's coming.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Check nickel.
Hey, stop.
They'll run it with Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come on, hey. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Lawrence Guy, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready. Black, we do that.
Mike 27. Watch the run. Check 24. Check 24.
Easy.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Let's go.
Now Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Easy.
Crunch.
Green, triple team.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Jameis to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. White. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
He's got a man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They're not ready for this, man. Hey, Sam off. Y'all playing the wrong football. Be driven. Let's see it.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ready? Flag. What you got? 59. I got him. Check. Lucky. Hey, 5 on the 50. You got 5 on the 50. You got tight right there.
They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. They spotted at the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Saints.
Got it.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
25. Check 25. Tight dog. Fair.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go. No. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 55.
2nd and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hey. You got 3. Three down. Smooth. Come. Safe. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. The end result, 21 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
You can't block me.
Rock it. Fine.
After the penalty, it's Henry. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Let's go now. 15 line it. 15 line.
Switch.
Hey, lock it.
Gotcha.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep.
22-jet bombers.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike. Hey, even. Got one. Switch.
Now Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Leo. Check 55 to Mike. There go.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the ready. You're out.
We got it. Hey, watch
General West.
Deuce. Watch the edge.
Big grip.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. first carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run, it's Murray. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's pick.
Look, squeeze. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets it to Thomas. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far. And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 31, check 31. He's crazy.
Look at me. Sure, go. Shoot.
On first down, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 53 the mic. 50.
To throw, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
54. Mike, 54. Drop deep.
Go on.
On first down, Murray. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
15 line, 59.
3 balls. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Under 10.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Murray. And he's got some space here. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And
Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Saints 31, Buccaneers 6. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Crash. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Again, it's Jones. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly